Welcome once again to What's New in O-Gauge, our weekly look at new products for our three-rail layouts, libraries, and train rooms. This week, we feature new releases from MTH, Firestorm Media, and more. See the video description for more information about each of the following products. MTH Electric Trains has announced an exclusive and uncatalogued Rail King O-Gauge 50-foot modern boxcar in Southern Railway colors for exclusive distribution by the Train Loft. The cars will be available in two unique car numbers and are slated to arrive in April 2025. The early order price is $69.95. MTH Electric Trains has announced a series of exclusive and uncatalogued Rail King O-scale lighted subway entrances featuring authentic New York City stops for exclusive distribution by Nassau Trains. The entrances will be available in extremely limited quantities beginning in April 2025. Selections include 47th to 50th Street's Rockefeller Center Station, 34th Street Herald Square Station, and Canal Street IRT Broadway 7th Avenue Line Station. The early order price is $32.99. MTH Electric Trains has announced a series of custom-run Premier EMD F7 diesels as a powered A and unpowered B unit set in Louisville and Nashville, Rock Island, Soo Line, and Wabash versions for Mr. Muffin's trains. The sets are expected to arrive in May 2025 with an early order price of $679.95 per set. New from Frenchman River Model Works is this O-scale firehouse structure. The structure represents a single-stall brick two-story firehouse that would be appropriate for any era from 1900 to present. A small footprint and lots of character make this a great addition to any small town or city scene. The structures are in stock and are available directly from Frenchman River Model Works for $149.95. Coming soon from America Through Time Publishing is Tracking World War II Railroad Operations Across New Mexico by Mike Butler. Before the first atomic bomb was completed in 1945 at Los Alamos, New Mexico, the Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe Railway was operating 24 hours a day, hauling war materials and troops across the state on its transcontinental line from Los Angeles to Chicago. Maintenance workers for the tracks and locomotives were provided by the diverse population of New Mexico, including Native Americans, Hispanics, and African American. With locomotive repair shops and freight yards in Clovis, Albuquerque, and Gallup, the state was well positioned to service the railroad during World War II. Documenting all of this railroad activity in New Mexico for the U.S. Office of War Information was photographer Jack Delano, a native-born Ukrainian. In 1942, the OWI assigned him to photograph the wartime rail system from Chicago to the West Coast. He traveled the Santa Fe line west across the deserts and mountains of New Mexico in March 1943, and his photographs, featured in this book, chronicle the heroic efforts of New Mexico's populace to keep the railroad running across their state. Follow the link in the video description for pricing and format options. New from Michigan University Press is The Michigan Railway Company by Norman L. Krentel. This book, the first comprehensive history of the Michigan United Railway Company, traces the rise and fall of Michigan's most significant electric railway. This volume covers the company's founding in local rail-based public transportation systems in Lansing, Jackson, Battle Creek, Kalamazoo, and Owasso-Corona, and ends with its eventual demise, abandoned prior to the stock market crash of 1929. Norman L. Krentel follows the fragments of lines in Lower Michigan which came together to form the MUR. He examines the interurban lines, which were broken down into 5 subdivisions, each with a separate superintendent. These divisions were the Northern and Southern, which had formerly been Michigan United Railways, Northwestern, which had been Grand Rapids, Holland, and Chicago Railway, Western, and Northeastern. This also explores how electric railway history is intertwined with the state of Michigan. The interurban electric rail system supported automobile manufacturing, allowing for the shipment of parts, supplies, and finished automobiles through Michigan, Indiana, Ohio, and Kentucky. Major auto plants like REO and Oldsmobile had rail sidings served by Michigan Railway's interurban freight trains. Electric railway history is thus an essential, previously overlooked factor in Michigan's industrial development. Follow the link in the video description for pricing and format options. Coming soon from Firecrown Media is Basic Model Railroad Benchwork 3rd Edition by Jeff Wilson. Benchwork is the support system that holds up the track, scenery, and trains that make up the rest of a model railroad. If you want to build a detailed, smooth-running layout, then you need to start with the proper foundation. Basic Model Railroad Benchwork 3rd Edition shows you how to design, build, and maintain all types of benchwork for small, large, permanent, and portable railroads. In this updated edition, you'll learn how to select building materials that are right for your layout, techniques for building portable layouts that are made to travel and share with others, construction tips for building permanent, shelf-type, and freestanding layouts of all sizes that work with any scale. Follow the link in the video description for pricing and format options. Also coming soon from Firecrown Media is Modeling Short Line Railroads by Tony Kester. Modeling short line railroads can lead down many paths. They often feature older equipment, less frequent operation, and simple track arrangements, all of which can make them easier to recreate. Modeling Short Line Railroads, written by Tony Kester, features both classic and modern examples of prototype short lines across the country. This book shows you modern holding companies that operate multiple short line railroads, how older locomotives and freight equipment get new life on short lines, examples of how modelers have used short lines to create realistic layouts, how short line layouts can be realistically freelanced based on prototype examples. Follow the link in the video description for pricing and format options. And remember to visit our Toy Train Tips and Tricks storefront on Walmart.com. This channel does receive a small commission on qualifying sales generated from some of the links in this video. And join us next Tuesday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time for another edition of What's New in O Gauge. That's all for now. Thanks for watching.